points up.
No, but what you do is you leave it, you just put it in the bait and don't come all the way through at the right angle. Those are those straight shanks, they call them, and that's just, they're a different thing than the EWG. Let's get up here and do, right there he is. Oh! He's still coming at it. That was a little bass. I watched him hit at it. We're not going to count him as a loss. Never felt his way. I saw him. I felt the peck. I don't know if I pulled him all the way out from that tree. I'm going to throw this around a little bit, and then I'm going to rig me up a set up to jig through here real quick. Where's that tree anyway? I would thought we would have been able to see it.
Should be right under that grass.
Ah, I had another little. Alright, we definitely got a few fish through here. Willing to hit. Oh, the rain almost stopped, didn't it? Yeah. I mean, it's a very light little. Ah, dude. Come on. You mess up, I'm putting a what you call on you. Little zinkers. Let's try all the way, right along the bank. Could be one there. All right. Just because I can, I'm gonna get. So set that there. I'm gonna use it, but first, right here is a perfect. Oh my God! Look what I got right here.
Perfect.
Black and blue jig with a little more blue, but if I'm gonna be on bottom, let me just flip. Let's just flip this around a little bit. Just a whoa. Oh, there's something right there. Let me go right there. I got a hit. Get out of there. That's a little better. Oh, there's another one chasing him. He's still there? Look at that clear water. Look at that bass. I was trying to see if it would bring the other one up.
Maybe you've been running too much.
There we go. Yeah, maybe I need a little more blue.
Mm-hmm. Is that?
Nice chunk. Just a jig. And maybe you just need to swim a jig along too. Maybe they don't even, the chattering thing you don't even want or need as much as just a. Charles pulled the teeth out of that bass. That dude was so little.
It was.
Dude, that was a.
The worm's longer than the fish.
Got me hung up. He's still on. Is he still there? Yeah, he's coming out. I got him. I better check that line. I'm telling you, Charles, this rod, I like this rod. Whew. I just kind of gave him a little slack. Sometimes you just got to do, uh-oh. That's 15-pound test.
Maybe I was sitting right around this tree.
May have found a jig too that will work real good. Oh! Dude! I was pulling that up. You know, like pulling it, and I could feel it hitting something. I was going to drop it back down, and I was on the pull up, it would hit it. Woo! Let's go. Charles got one. Oh, there's one falling. I saw him. Charles, I told you that bait wouldn't work. It's got too much white on it.
Way too much white.
Well, if that's working right there, you know what that color actually looks just like?
What's that?
My chatterbait I found.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Let me use that. What I'm rigging up, because we're kind of on a black and blue deal. Look, Charles has got a big A's rigged up. Did you catch one on that yet?
Nope,
So,
on it at all.
I found this, and then I also, where did it go? Oh, I lost it, Charles. Where did it go? Oh, here it is.
Ouch, I'm gonna hook this up.
Charles gonna hook himself. I'm gonna rig up another. This is a big A bait, that color, because of the black and blue, or this almost like a sapphire type blue. Seems to be, those colors seem to be what is actually hitting today. So buckle up, folks. We're gonna catch some more largemouth bass. So we got options. I found that. I already had that rigged up, but look at that crazy heavy weight. That is probably way too heavy. We're deeper water, but not that deep. So I got these two rigged up. If you guys are questioning what kind of head that is, that's actually a Jewel Baits. I can't remember which finesse one, but it's not this one. It's not the Pee Wee football finesse. I got those too. I may try that somewhere, not right out through here, but so I'm going to give these two baits a shot, along with, I'm tempted to throw this dude because I got that black and blue fleck worm zinkers I could put on that, throw that right along that grass. So if we keep going down this black and blue path, I've got several black and blue options. I don't know how far down that rabbit hole we're going to sink in. Maybe even with the Ned rig I could cut one of those blue flecks down. And I have like yoga pants, probably I could rig up on there on a TRD. All kinds of options, but we're going to try these and
what we haven't tried.
that chatterbait. If you guys remember, Charles just caught that fish. And look what I have going right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We might try this chatterbait too. Let's go. Okay, what you're going to see, I'm going to actually try this also, right? That's the color that's working. If this thing's ever going to catch me a fish, it probably should be today. So if you don't see this bait, any of these baits pop up after this little outtake here, they weren't working. So we've got all these kind of little different variations of black and blue. We've got a 1/2 ounce, 1 1/4 ounce, 3/8 ounce with a gold blade that I painted. 3/8 with the gold blade, but we've kind of painted that head, and we put on a Bass Pro Shops skirt, got a lot of blue, which should actually work. Here's the same thing with a little bit different variation on the tail. Well, we may try it. We're putting this dude up. We did catch a fish. We'll probably use it at some other point. I'll be honest, I'm probably going to take that crazy looking trailer off. I don't even know who makes those. That's weird. Anyway. So buckle up one last time as we go all out black and blue. Might as well start with the big dog. Where'd he go? We're going to throw this guy right here. Wait a minute. We're not throwing it on this rod. Hang on. We'll rig this up on our other rod. Which one do I want to try this dude? Let's go with this guy. That jig was working pretty good. It is still not a lot of sun. I do need a new, that dude is already destroyed. And we're over in the grass. Baby Rage Menace, and that is their blue sapphire. I think I called it sapphire blue. Had it backwards. You guys knew what I was talking about, right? There's a possibility. If I had an actual Rage Menace, I'd put it on that big chatterbait. We might need to do that at some point. Or we could take that creature and put it on that bait, the one we found. That would be cool. So I'm rigging this up on this rod. Brand new bait. I just want to just barely get that head. I want to stop it right where the lead part starts, right? So about halfway on the body of this bait is usually just like that, maybe just a little over half. That just lets these things jump and scoot around. You want to split the tails. Look at that. That is a delicious looking bait. So we're going to throw that on this rod, and then we're going to rig up our big rod. So if we come to a spot, I will stop and switch. But that jig has definitely done a little damage. Lost an eye. It's old one-eyed Willie now. So putting it down, not up. But I'm just going to throw this big one for a minute. You'll see it again if it catches a fish. If not, you may never see that thing again. Period. Period. Let's go. Black and blue gold blade. Just swim it very fast. See if I got a fish. He's in the grass. Get ready to say, I got to swim it pretty fast through there so I don't get a bunch of grass, but chance of getting a fish. And this is Scrawnyville. Look at that bass. He's half dead.
Yep.
I know what somebody's going to say. He probably swallowed a soft plastic or something. I don't know. Some bass, they look so good in here, and others look like they're half dead. No idea what's going on. Well, we're drifting right in here. This spot right here looks awesome for... Oh yeah, right there. Oh, get in there. Which I don't really have a punch set up. Me and Charles was saying that maybe they're up in, like we'd have to punch through. But usually if you see them cutouts where you could get a bait just up a little bit further than you normally could, should be a good chance of getting one. Oh, I think I saw one flash on that bait. I did too, a little bitty dinker-doo. I saw that. Oh. If you was a bass, you'd be little, but that's a pretty good size. You still ain't caught one of these today, have you?
Not today.
Charles, what's wrong? Charles's game is off when it comes to greens. Oh, in the boat. Get him, Charles. You can have this one. Look at that big head. That dude has a... Here, let me get that. You got something in your eye. That dude's got a big head. Get back in there. Came right in there. He went right back home, too. The boat is drifting. I'm going to let it drift. Let me get up here and check them out. Alright. Why is this boat moving so much? Dude, it was like there was a force of something pushing us. I didn't want to spook the area.
No, I said turn it off. Not turn it on, turn it off.
It wasn't on. Time to put the raincoat back on. Jeez. So we figured them out. You can tell where we're at. I just drifted in here and basically punching through, and that's where I think the majority of these are loaded up. They're in tight today. Why they're not out like on the move with this crazy rain? I mean, we're catching some and you can catch them, but honestly, this is the way I don't like to fish, to tell you the truth. Come up here. You're not even really like, I don't know, fishing. I just...
Fishing, you're just lifting them out of the water.
Right, fishing in my mind involves casting and reeling. That I thought I could catch a frogfish on a black and blue frog, it would be right now. Right there. Got him. Ow! I'm looking for a different frog for hookups because I don't know why. I started talking good about them, and my hookup ratio, my frog bite in general is just not great. But when one hits it like that, I should have that frogfish. And I don't know what it is. I don't think it's the... Definitely this is a more powerful rod than what I used to use. That was a little 1.5 pounds that just totally destroyed that frog. So we might be able to get on a awesome little frog. I'll try a chatterbait just because I'm a moron and I always try a chatterbait.
We've never done very good on this end.
Now this, once you pass that little curve and that little point thing, it gets very slow. There, those little pockets though usually do good where it cuts in.
Yeah.
Those are usually good. Then up here is usually dead until you get right here. Out in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure it's pretty deep right here.
Yeah.
That dude. We are looking for your mom. You told her we're coming and you told her we got. Jackie Hamill is with us. Let's go. It's actually not a good sign when all these bluegills are just out here swimming around like it's.
Yeah. Pretty day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They ain't nothing gonna eat us. They ain't. About today.
What about right there though? Shower blows. Whoa! That little dude tore it up. He like attacked it. I knew he's little, but geez. Yeah, what happened? Oh, what's the matter?
Oh, so it's just like a long popper is all it is.
Well, it's not a popper. It's
It is a popper. Look
no,
at
no,
this.
but it's
That's
not
a
made to
popper.
pop. It's made to shoot left and right. It's not made to pop.
I caught one.
Charles is finally back on his. That's a
That's
huge
a
one.
monster.
Yep, that's a big one. We just dropped off the shower blows because it blows.
That is a monster.
Yep, that's a big one. We're going back
Oh, it's a
to
popper, too.
our jig. What our jig go? Favorite, even over a chatterbait for today, honestly, is this dude right here. I can't even see. Oh my gosh. So, buckle up and hang on. Showstopper time, Charles. You know what that means. End of the road. Just shut the camera off and Charles literally hooked that fish right in front of the boat. So the ones that are hitting want the tiniest little bait imaginable. And Charles has pockets full of them. That dude is half dead, Charles.
Yeah, he is.
Dude, let's go. Charles got on a little bite up here. I'm gonna throw that chatterbait in a minute, see if I can. Oh, quick release. Turn this boat a little bit. Charles throwing. I think you're just throwing out in the middle, ain't you? Almost.
Well, I was throwing to the bank out there, but they're hitting out in the middle. I don't know if they're following it back or if they're just coming out of the middle for some reason. I'm doing just right like that.
I don't know. Still not showstopper quality though, Charles. I'm gonna go with this black and blue, all black and blue.
Which this is black and purple.
Yeah, chatterbait.
The black is still holding out.
Oh, there was a bump. And I never did rig up my, basically, two things I never did throw today. I didn't throw Purple Haze by itself or my Purple Haze chatterbait.
I did.
They may possibly have worked or work now.
I tried purple haze.
Wasn't doing nothing. I just kind of get on that black and blue kick. And I never did put a actual black and blue tray. This is still that blue sapphire. I probably could put a.
See? Another one.
Yeah. Oh, I think I had a.
They just want this crappie jig.
Yeah, they're.
They're finicky as heck today. funny thing is, I went to this just because I was tired of not catching fish. I was like, I'll catch green sunfish if nothing else. Not bass for once.
Yeah. Oh, come right at the boat. They are out here. Like they're not up in this little pool.
Kind of suspended out in the middle of the pool.
Get, dude, look at that. Sweet. That dude needed to come off. I was going to do a showstopper with him, put an outro together, but we're going to catch a bigger fish. We're going to catch bigger, Charles. I would swear I pulled it all the way out here, and I was jigging it out way out here is when he finally hit. I don't think I pulled him from the bank.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if those two
So,
caught just came up from out here.
And that's probably what we got going on. There's probably some fish. There's very little right up against the grass. They're either out, to the deep grass or some kind of cover, or they're
We need to troll
way up
back
under.
through here on high and catch a showstopper.
No, which means we need to probably just drift down, dragging something along the bottom.
Right.
Like just let it
Worm off
drift
the
and
back.
barely go, not even fast, just right. Oh, that was a little bump right there. Yeah, this jig right here probably. Just keep the boat almost centered out in the middle of the thing. I wish I had my depth finder still so I'd seen something pop up. Let me check the gunk. Yeah, that fish knocked the whole skirt loose. Let's go. Showstop. Oh, there was a peck before it ever hit the bottom. Showstopper coming up next. It is grassy. Can't tell how deep it is right here, but I think it's because we're basically like swimming something across the top of grass like we were in that real shallow water where we could actually see earlier. So makes me think maybe I just cast this out like a swim jig and just swim it back. Yep, exactly what it took. Just swimming it back. That's a good chunk. If he stays on, we're gonna put a showstopper together. And if we catch any more, look at him jump. Whoa, the sun's gonna come out. That fish is fighting. Ooh, is that big fish of the day?
No.
Dude, I don't know, that's just as probably big as any of them. I threw that thing out and just started swimming it back, just a steady little reel. Bam, game over, Charles. All right, everybody. Hopefully you liked this show. Bite was tough. We got on them. Black and blue mainly. You just saw the chatterbaits, jigs, worms. Charles, kind of just a black, a dark. He's going to try a little brighter one now. A little crappie type jigs. But let's see if this dude will jump. And then let's not knock any of our stuff in the water. We're not going to weigh. Nothing's worth weighing. That one, if I had to guess it, only not 2 pounds. Probably over 1.5 pounds, 1.75 pounds, more likely. Come on, look at you, Charles. Look at Charles.
Say hi.
He
Wants to say hi.
Charles, catch. Charles hadn't caught those all day, and then he puts on a little like almost crappie type jig. Bite's tough. Now you see the sun's just I mean, like what, a minute ago or a few,
Yeah,
like
started
just
peeking.
popped out, but it had been dark, rainy. Just stopped raining not even a half hour ago, probably. What time is it? There's a big fish to be caught. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. Bass baits that do work. I've been putting on a lot of videos because they do work. Stay tuned. Hopefully when you see me fishing again, it'll be in a topwater video with some of the Char-Blows knockoff, the poppers that we just picked up. We'll actually be catching some fish because you know what? They aren't working this morning. And actually yesterday morning we didn't have any luck with the topwater. It took a chatterbait, early morning bite. The only thing we caught was a chatterbait running across a laydown tree. Thanks for watching, guys. Get out, go bass and bonsai, but whatever you do, make sure you have fun doing it. That battery's flashing, Charles. That's our last battery.